Good morning. Hi, Catherine. Thanks for being here. I'm not in a better state of mind than yesterday. I'm tired. I rushed through my morning. And I stayed up until like 10:30 working last night. So yay. How's everyone doing? Yay. Okay, so I can see the comments on YouTube, but they're not yet showing up on StreamYard. I'm trying to keep just one window open, but there we go. Hi, Stephen and Persephone. Thanks for being here. So how's it going? How did everything progress yesterday after the stream? I saw Stephen and Persephone on Carol stream last night, which I attended to get my words done. I did not wrap up Owl 3 because I didn't have enough words left, and the endings are kind of important, especially if you're going to tease the next book, but I still made 4K by starting the next project I was supposed to write anyway. So this morning, it's back to Owl Investigations for me. I will wrap up book 3. And if I have any words left, I'll put them into Murderous Ties, which is my Christmas cozy, which I want to get done in like 2 weeks. That's not insane at all. So, yeah, I was going to be all prepared. Hi, Aphrodite, welcome. Catherine, I totally get that. That was like my last sprint yesterday on Carols. I was like already where I needed to be, and I was like, do I really need another one? But I did it anyway, and stayed with them writing until the dog was like, you know what, it's enough. I need my walk. Move your ass. So yeah, I was going to have like the timer video ready and some text and whatever. I didn't do any of that. Probably won't happen until next week because my days are just phew. So my schedule is kind of like this. I write from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. with you guys. Then I have my breakfast. And then if I'm not doing anything else, I'll jump into edits and edit for about an hour and a half. Then take a break, then get my November drawing done. And then I typically write some more and then edit the video for November and post it. Now, if I only did this, I'd be done by like 6, 7 p.m. and then enjoy my evening. But typically after the stream, I get to do errands because that's great, like drive places, buy stuff, take care of admin. So everything gets pushed back. So I end up wrapping up at about 10:30 p.m. So great. But hey, I have 2 more days of this and then I get the weekend where it's not like I take a real break, but I have less of a workload. So I'll get the stream in order, maybe do some nice graphics and stuff and see how it goes. Aphrodite, that's totally work. Mug designs are complicated. Oh, wow, Persephone, you did so well. I mean, it kind of helps to be ahead because if then you have to take a day, it won't matter much. I'm going for 4K because I want my weekends off writing. I still do a bit of editing and the November stuff and more errands and probably filming for the 2 YouTube channels as well on the weekend, but at least there's no writing, so I take a break from it. But yeah, so far this week I'm on schedule, which is surprising because usually I like start off well and do it for a day or two, and then on the 3rd day I'm like, I can't do this anymore, I'm too tired. But day 3 came and went, and everything was fine. So, so we're good. We're good. I'm trying to get this schedule kind of locked in and have it be my permanent schedule of sorts. So, well, we'll see how that goes, I guess. Okay, let me take a look of. Oh yeah, coffee is really important. I have my second mug of coffee of the day. I have my first one after Ares's walk, and that's when I do my bullet journaling and my normal journaling, and I kind of plan out my day. So yeah, the second mug I have during a 2-hour stream where I type all the words. That's how we do it. By the way, for those of you who don't know, if there's anyone new watching, even if you're not in the chat, we're doing 15-minute writing sprints with 5-minute breaks, and we're doing about 5 of them. You don't have to stay for all. I appreciate it if you do, because hey, I get watch time. And seeing how rarely I do anything else on my YouTube channel, although I have all these plans, that watch time helps. So, by the way, now that I remembered, if you enjoy writing with me, sprinting with me, please remember to hit the like button. It kind of gives more visibility to the stream. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm over 500 subscribers, and I'm late posting my giveaway video, but I'm gonna do it soon, I promise. So we have 1 minute to go till the first sprint. So if anyone would like to share what you're working on today, that would be great. I'd love to see it in the comments. And then it's write, and get words on the paper. I'm way lower energy today than yesterday. Even if I got more sleep, it's ridiculous. Like seriously, it's ridiculous. There are always weird noises on my streams and my videos. It's either the dog or someone starts to shout outside, or like yesterday, we get the sirens blaring throughout the city, or my neighbors are renovating something, or they do construction work outside. It's great. It's what gives flavor to my YouTube channel. So, okay. Yeah, I know you're actually writing now, Stephen, because I saw that on the stream last night that you're already writing and done with the plotting and outlining. No. Oh, Jesus. There's noise outside. I think there are birds, and my dog almost bumped my camera, well, my boyfriend's camera, which is quite expensive, and I don't want him to ruin it. Okay, so okay, now let's get started. Let's start our first sprint in 3, 2, 1, and go. And that's a wrap for our first sprint. I got 588 words. That's a good sprint. How did you guys do? Alice is sleeping, obviously, because that's what we do when mommy works. Uh-huh. Come on, StreamYard. Yeah, no, still nothing. I want to flash your comments on the screen, but okay, let's go. Persephone got 465. Catherine got 801. Wow, that's so impressive. And Stephen got 345. Everyone's doing so great this morning. I'm so proud of all of you. And it's definitely helping me a lot to get my words done. By the way, I'm almost at the end of this chapter, and then I have just one more to go, which is basically teasing the next book. So should go over quickly. Well, I stream on YouTube through StreamYard. You can't stream directly from YouTube anymore since they took out the Hangouts option. So I have the stream open. That's where I see the comments, but all the streaming is happening through StreamYard. I don't know. Google just stopped wanting to have their own option. So it's either StreamYard or something more complicated like OBS, which I just don't want to figure out. Yeah, it's been like this for a while. So, and there's a bit of a delay between when the comments actually go up on YouTube and then StreamYard pulls them in their own app. I mean, I can see and respond to them on YouTube, but I like the whole flashing comments on screen bit. Yeah, the stream itself works wonderful. I think it has way less issues than Hangouts had at times. Like I've been using it for a few months now, a couple, two, three, I don't know, and I've never had any issues. I know people have issues with their descriptions not showing up on their streams. It hasn't happened to me, but all of mine were scheduled. So what I do is I schedule them on StreamYard and then go to YouTube in my live tab, and then I kind of edit the description and add keywords and playlists and stuff like that. So I'm really happy with it. And it's free for now. I'm pretty sure they're going to limit the free accounts more, but for now it's working great. And when that happens, I'll have to decide whether I want to try a mix of Discord and OBS to keep it free, or I'll just pay for StreamYard. It depends on what choices I have at the time. But yeah, so far I'm quite happy with it. No complaints. And you can do a lot of stuff with it pretty easily if you actually take advantage of them. Like now it's displaying my name, but I can have other banners with other things, show you my screen and have a timer on screen, which I plan on doing, but starting next week because I just didn't have time for any graphics and stuff. So yeah, that's the short rant on StreamYard. I love it. So it's not exactly a rant. I mean, it's ranty because it's disjointed and stuff. So yeah, it works. Oh yeah, that works. Just searching for them, but there's also the the schedule in, oh, shut up, in a second. There's a schedule in the authortubers group that Carol made, and it has everyone's days, times, and link to the YouTube channels, so you can use that. And I know KJ Charles had a Google Calendar set up for all the nano streams, so you can get, even if YouTube doesn't give you any notifications, you can get them from your calendar. So yeah, but there's usually at least a couple of streams per day, so that's great. Okay. What? Okay. People are talking to me. We don't care. Okay, let's start the next sprint in 3, 2, 1, and go. Annoying little bugger. And that's a wrap on our second sprint. I got 572 words. Apparently being at the end of a book really helps. So, yay. How did you guys do? I hope everyone's doing just as well. My neck is kind of a bit in pain. Okay, come on, I want to flash cute numbers on the screen and have fun with it. She's taking forever. But it's okay, I can read them here. So Catherine got 723, Persephone got 520, and Tamara got 145. Oh yeah, the neck pain is a bit of a bitch. To be fair, I started doing some neck exercises that were recommended by some physical therapy guys on YouTube. And when you start doing them, they kind of cause a lot of pain because they realign your entire posture and back. But apparently they do help in the long run. So I'm giving it a fair shot. Oh, look, I can flash numbers on the screen, which I absolutely love. You guys did so well. Oh, well. I was trying for... Oh, congratulations, Persephone. That's so awesome. I only hit like 15K yesterday, but, you know, I'm on track for now. I was aiming at 20,000 per week, and I will be a bit ahead of that because I did write during the weekend. So, yeah. Because I was trying to make up for the Friday I missed. So I'll be at around 24,000 at the end of tomorrow. So that's good. I'm happy with that. Stephen got 215. Nice going, Stephen. I can't believe how well you guys are doing, knowing how late it is for some of you. It's amazing. Tamara, it doesn't matter. You have 10K already written, and it's November 7th. Well, it is for me. It's not for you yet. So you're doing great. Where were we supposed to be, by the way? Trying to see where. Oh God, I can't find like anything on the new Nano site because I don't know where they are. So at the end of yesterday, so at the end of November 6th, you should be at 10,002 words. So you're doing okay, Tamara. So you're on track. Yep, that's exactly it. 10,002. That's what the graph says for day 6. And 11,669 for day 7. I'm at 15K already, so I'm a bit ahead. Apparently, at this rate, I'll be done by November 23rd. Because it says I have 0 words today, that's why. But I'm hoping it will update. Your average writing speed is 39 words per minute, apparently. I don't know how it calculates this, but fine. Okay, have a good night, Stephen, and have a good day at work tomorrow. And I'll see you later, either on the evening streams if I'm not done with writing until then, or tomorrow. Jesus. To be honest, I should hit 50K by, let's see. By November 20, I think. Or earlier, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, let's start our third sprint in 3, 2, 1, and go. And that's a break. I got 557 words this time around, which is good. Catherine, yeah, maybe we do need a bit of a longer chat. We could try to go for 10 minutes this time and see how that goes. But just this time. The thing is that I'm also trying like to keep this to an hour and a half to 2 hours. I don't want to go over that for too long because I don't know, it feels like too long and people will kind of need to sleep at some point. But I don't mind chatting more. I can chat quite a lot. The reason why I'm so strict with the breaks is because I tend to get distracted and chat and not write. So I mean, you can recover during the next sprints, Catherine, and you can get some more words done. Either way, you've been writing all day, so at this point, you're just going the extra mile. So Persephone got 540 words. Congrats, you're doing great today. Tamara, are you still writing with us? I think it's just us four now. That Steven's gone to bed. Yeah, sleep is always a good reward. I know that's how I feel in the evening when I'm done with the writing and finally get to bed. Well, it's actually reading a bit before bed and then sleeping. That's the reward. Because I mean, this schedule has kind of, woohoo, nice going, Tamara. I'm glad you're still writing with us. It's so fun. And 168 words, yay. I'm trying to figure out whether I'll wrap this up in another 500 words. And if I do, then it means that for my last sprint, I will switch to the cozy. Because I have the stream open as well, and it might be counting me, or there might be someone who is just watching and not engaging in the chat. So I'm not sure whether it's counting me or not as a viewer because I'm the host. I'm not sure, but it might just be me. I always have the stream open because I need to see if anything goes wrong or stuff like that. So yeah. Tamara, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Persephone, that's great. I'm so great. I'm so glad. Oh my god, I can't words at all. Like, this whole tired thing is ridiculous at this point. To be honest, I have been pushing myself a little, just a little bit, but I just want to get into a nice sort of scheduled workday because then I can be more productive and waste less time. Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit like that. I only plot like the major story beats, like where it starts, where it ends, and the couple in the middle. So I know where I should be at a certain point, but how I get there is all discovery writing for me. And at this point, I think it flows way nicer because I'm pretty familiar with my characters. This is book 3 in the end. So yeah. Yeah, I am. I am tallying up all my words and just counting that towards Nano. I track my daily word count and that's it. I'm not sure if I'll keep tracking through the official Nano prompt post 50K. I do have 2 projects that will be entirely written during Nano, so I'm not technically breaking all the rules, because the cozy, I started it yesterday and I plan to wrap it up during Nano, and that will be like 40K plus. And I also have a novella that I plan to write after that, and it will be started and finished during Nano. So it's 50K words across multiple projects, but I am aiming to write closer to 80K this month. Yes, of course, people are messaging me now because I'm streaming. Nobody messages me when I'm doing nothing this early in the morning. So yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm partially a rebel, but not entirely one, because I am actually starting a full project and writing it during an anno. Yes, actually I am. I know it doesn't sound like it, because I'm like, now I'm streaming and I'm doing my best to keep up with my word count and November and the editing, and it also helps that I have stuff on pre-order and those push me, but you know, I do waste a lot of time normally. I do have to get that a bit under control. But yeah, this month I've been really good. I've been really productive and I managed to stick to my plans, which is really great. That doesn't mean I didn't waste a few hours a day doing stuff I wasn't supposed to do. Like, okay, I didn't need to watch that many art videos. So yeah. I know where I need to work. I just don't always do it. Oh yeah, I like that too. I will have to get like more blonde highlights soon, but I don't think I'm doing it now. I'll let it grow out and just dye the roots for the winter, and then get more blonde highlights in the spring. I like that. I like the contrast between darker roots and lighter tips of the hair. I don't know. I've been doing it for a while now, and I'm kind of in love with it. So yeah. Oh my God, your face, Alice. Your face is so funny. It's like half asleep and half paying attention to everything I'm doing, because he's been like cooped up in this room and he doesn't like it. I mean, he sits here if the door is open, but he likes to have the option of roaming the entire apartment. I love my doggo, even if he's an asshole sometimes. My biggest problem with him is that he's trying to chase cats, and I don't think it's always for the best reasons. Because, I mean, he tries to grab them in his mouth. He doesn't bite hard, but he catches him in his mouth. And most of the cats here are strays, and they have straight smarts, and they just turn around and scratch the hell out of his snout. It happened a couple of times, and I was like terrified. Oh, Tamara, that's great. To be fair, I am planning to start the mystery romance series. It will be another LGBT mystery, but I want to have it be a romance too, so that people stop badgering me about that. And I was actually concerned about keeping the balance between the mystery and the romance. I think it's pretty difficult. I think it's really easy to fall into the romance and neglect the mystery, or do it the other way around. but I think it's a really great combo. I think it's something people enjoy a lot. So yay, that works. Okay, so we'll start another sprint and I'll go off. I'll just shut down the camera for a bit because I need to blow my nose and I don't want to do that live. But I'm here and writing. So let's write for another 15 minutes in 3, 2, 1, and go. And that's a break. I got 434 words. It's hard, man. It's hard. And I'm almost done with this, but not quite. So I will wrap it up in the next sprint and finally write the end on this. I'm kind of liking how it turned out so far. So yay! Just putting in the finishing touches. Okay, let's see what I missed here. Catherine says, my novel is planned out as 80 chapters, and so far every chapter is around 1K. And so it might end up being 80K. That's a bit long for middle grade. Can you break it into two and like make it a duology? And that way you won't have to stress about the length as much. So I'm not sure, but I think middle grade books are a bit shorter. But then the Harry Potter ones aren't, are they? So maybe it just works. I mean, Persephone, like, I feel like there's a very fine line between urban fantasy and paranormal romance, and it just depends on how important the romance is or whether the romance happens based on romance expectations, which means you need to get the couple together earlier on in the series if it's a series, and they have to be the same couple throughout the series. But yeah, you can't, I mean, if it's not pure romance and you have to build up the fantasy parts of it and the paranormal parts, they can't always be kissing. So Catherine, yeah, that kind of sucks. Like I started using Scrivener recently. I think it was last year or 2 years ago for Nano. No, it was 2 years ago. And I started the trial at the beginning of Nano or at the end of it. I don't know, in the last parts of Nano. I can't remember. But I was just testing it out and I had a full month of the trial. And after the first week, I was like, oh, I'm going to get this because I had the Nano discount and I've never regretted it. But yeah, it kind of sucks that it might run out before you get the discount from winning Nano, but it's totally worth it. Also, you got 0 words again. You are slacking, but you earned the right to do that because you hit your word count target before the stream ever started. So I wouldn't feel bad about it. I do appreciate you being here despite not writing. Persephone got 575 and Tamara got 255. Everyone is doing so well this morning. Well, morning for me. Yeah, I totally agree with Tamara here. Like the purchase price for the full Scrivener, like the full price for Scrivener is pretty low, but I still appreciate the discount. Why not? I mean, you save money. Why not do it? Persephone, yeah, discovery writing is super fun. Meadow, hi. And wanna be a reader and writer, welcome. I didn't know you guys were here. And Meadow, we're doing one more sprint and then we're wrapping it up. This would be our 5th sprint of the day. So wanna be a reader and writer got 226 words. That's great. You did well for the sprint. Oh yeah, that takes time. Converting stuff, like at this point in time, because I am editing and transferring just parts of the book from Scrivener, I'm just copy pasting them into Word. So yeah, I don't care. Like I don't need it to be pretty. I just need the functionality. to be honest. So I don't mind it on Windows, and I'm never switching to Mac. I plan on switching to a Linux distribution in the future. The only reason I'm not doing it now is because I don't have a replacement for Photoshop. So yes. Yeah, Meadow, I'm doing that, but I don't have that many plot points planned. I have like the beginning, the middle, and the end. Sometimes not even that. I kind of know like the core of the story, like the main plot line, but not exactly how it's distributed through the book. I mean, it's not that I don't trust Windows, it's that I'm trying to stay away from proprietary software that keeps me locked in. I prefer software that I know would keep going despite the company going under or deciding not to do it anymore. And Linux is way faster. You have a lot more control over your resources, and I don't know, it just works better, and it's faster and less cluttered by a lot of things in Windows that I don't really need or use. So we'll see. I had an Apple phone at some point. I had an iPhone, the 4S, years and years ago, and the only reason I got it was because I had a huge discount on it. It was a really good deal, so I got it cheap. But I don't particularly enjoy them. I do have my books on Apple, but that's a pain. I have a friend who helped me get them onto their site because you need Apple software to upload to the Apple Store. So yeah, I don't like stuff that's locked in and that you pay a lot just because of the brand. I don't know. Apple seems a bit too out there in pricing, and I can get the same quality with less money. So yeah. I'm not even a Samsung person. Right now I have a Huawei, which is way cheaper. It works okay. But in the future, what I want, it's a Linux phone. It's this phone they're developing now that has a lot of privacy features and security features. Pretty much you can have all the apps you want, put them in a sandbox, and they won't get any of your private data. Because there was a recent comparison done by some people. They just got an Apple phone and a Google phone, Android phone, with nothing on them. Like they had nothing set on it, not even a Google account. And they tracked all the data that the operating system was pulling from the phone. And the Android phone was a lot worse than Apple. So in terms of how much data they record on you, Apple's better than the Android, which is kind of sucky. And it also depends on the company creating the phone, because you don't have the naked operating system. It's one specifically made for the phone manufacturer, so it's kind of shady. But yeah, no, I wouldn't switch to Mac from Windows. Like, no. Those computers, like, to get the performance I need, it would cost way too much. Like, I can build my own computer with far less money and probably make it work just as fast. Sure, Apple seems to be faster and more reliable than Windows just because it's all built together to work together, but I can do that with Linux. So yeah, I see it like a bit wasteful to go the Apple way, especially in Europe. I mean, in the States, it's a bit cheaper, still too much, if you ask me. But yeah, and if I were to get a computer just for how it looks and pay more for that, I would get the Alienware ones because they they look like aliens built them, so it still wouldn't be an apple. But that's just me. It's personal preference. Yeah, I don't know how it is in Australia in terms of pricing compared to the US, but here it's a lot more expensive. So you take the price in US and then convert it to euros and then add a bit, and that's the price. And yeah, it's just not worth it. Okay, let's start our final sprint of the day in 3, 2, 1, and go. Start. Oh, just write, people. Just write. It's fine. that's a wrap. And now I have to do maths because I split my words between 2 projects. By the way, I wrapped up All Investigations Book 3. So Leave Me Baby One More Time is now completed. That's fantastic. Okay. Okay, so I got 503 words this session, and my total for the day is, let's see, 2,654, which is not bad. Not bad at all. I need to write that down in case I lose it somewhere. Okay, so I'm happy. That means I have 1,350 words left for me to reach my goal, but those I'll write in the afternoon, preferably dictate them and transcribe with Dragon, because I'm still trying to get better at dictation. So yeah, that's my update. Thank you, Persephone and Tamara. That's awesome. Oh, and Catherine, thank you. That this just updated and I missed all the comments. Catherine, editing is something you need to do, and if you got that done, I call it a win. Persephone got 315 words, and Tamara got 106. And then did some interesting research. Actually, I have a story to share. So yesterday, like I said, post-stream, I had some errands to run. Pretty much I had to drive my boyfriend's mom to the dentist. Actually, she drove there and I drove back because she had some injections and she doesn't do well with anesthesia in general. So yeah. And when I dropped her off, I then went into a general store to pick some stuff for my mom and then walked home. And as I was walking home, I saw 2 gendarmes, which it's a law enforcement agency here. It's of French origin, and we have them too. They're sort of like police officers, but not. They're part of the army, but a law enforcement branch of the army. It's complicated. I don't know much about it. But anyway, the guy had his cuffs on his belt, and I was like, oh, maybe I should go to him, introduce myself, and ask him to put the cuffs on me, because I really need to know how they feel, like real police cuffs. And then I was like, that's freaking insane. It's the middle of the day, and I want to go to the gendarmes to ask them to put cuffs on me. That won't look ridiculous at all. I'd better go home. But I considered it seriously for like 200 meters. I was walking past them. So yeah, crazy research. You do it however you can. Okay, so Persephone's total is 2,415 words. That's pretty freaking amazing. You did well. I'm so proud of everyone, especially since it's so late for you guys. Like, I can't believe it. I was trying to monitor the stream too. Which is, it's all good. We're good. Everything's good. Yeah, writers are super weird. Thank you, Tamara. I'm glad I amused you. Catherine's daily total is 2,598 words. That's fantastic. You did so great, and you also edited a bit. So it's been a wonderful day for you. Yeah, I know you got them before the stream, but still, it's 2,500 words for a day. It's a good number. You did great. So yeah, I think this kind of wraps up today's stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. shut up. And I hope you'll join me again tomorrow for the final stream of the week. If you're going to bed now, I wish you a good night and restful sleep, because we all need that, and it's a great reward. And if you're going to keep writing, happy writing. I'm going to take a break from this and go back to edits, but I do plan to write until I hit 4K for the day. So yay, I shall see you all later. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know how to end this. I'm too tired to think clearly. So bye.